Thank you very much. Before we start our meeting, I would ask anyone having cell phones, electronic devices, if you would just please put them on vibrate. That would be appreciated. We will have the roll call. Whenever you're ready, sir.
David Bergstresser.
Present.
Michael Estefan.
Present.
Albert Hayes.
Here.
Thomas Stover.
Here.
Michael Clark.
Here.
Rob Leslie.
Here.
Fulton. Mr.
Here.
Fulton. John Hudson.
Here.
Carl Wright.
Here.
Richard Ferrari here. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I'll need a motion to adopt the minutes from the last meeting unless there's revisions to be made.
I'd like to make that motion.
Second to the motion?
I'll second it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, gentlemen. And let's see here.
Mr. Chairman, we want to adopt or revise the meeting agenda also.
Yeah, there was no, I want to add that in, there was no.
Number 4.
Okay, we had that, okay. Sorry, I went out of place there, gentlemen.
That's all right.
Unless there's a reason we need to change the agenda for this meeting, I'd look for a motion to approve it as presented.
Make that motion.
Second to the motion?
No.
Mr. Stover.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Committee business. Just as a matter of, I guess, education, we all know that we're revising the way we do business, and our committee meetings are being conducted outside of the main meeting. So just for everyone's own knowledge, this is the committee meeting for the governance committee. The only people involved in this particular meeting will be Albert Hayes, Stover, myself, and as ex officio, Dave Bergstresser. Thank you. Gentlemen, you've had time, since there's no old business, we'll go right to the new business. You've had time to look over the whistleblower policy. I know in the past we've always had 3 readings of everything we've done. I think as a matter of cleaning up some house duties and how we do things, and saving time and making things more expedient when necessary, that we take a look at whether we really need to look at things 3 times, have 3 readings. I'm sure there's cases in which we definitely need 3 readings, and I'm sure there's cases in which we could look at it just once and then have a vote and send it off to the main committee for their approval. I'd like to know what you think about that.
I wonder if some of the 3 readings are because of state law.
No, from my understanding, and staff correct me,
It's our policy.
It was our policy. The staff was following based on prior leadership, I guess.
There are principles in state law that dictate that board members should exercise independent judgment as well as make informed decisions. And the board long ago had adopted a 3-reading policy as an attempt or as a manner of trying to ensure that everybody had adequate time to make themselves aware of the salient facts and relevant issues. But short of that, no, there's really no legal mandate to have 3 readings.
Sometimes there could be something as time is of the essence, and you have to have your 3 readings, and it's not necessary, and it's just a waste of time. Government moves too slowly, as we all know, and it's time to speed it up when we can, make it more efficient. So once again, I'll ask your thoughts on that as far as breaking away from that policy of mandating 3 readings, and if necessary, we have 3 readings. If necessary, we have 2. If necessary, we just have 1. I don't know your feelings on that.
I have no objection to it.
Not either.
Okay. What we'll do is, gentlemen, when we have a reorganizational meeting or organizational meeting in January, we'll bring that to the full board and get their opinion on that. Okay, whistleblower policy. You've had time to look at that. I believe you've had one reading on it. It was the last meeting that I couldn't attend. Do you have any questions at this time, or do you feel that you have enough knowledge on it that we can move this on to the full board? Or do you have any questions for legal counsel or staff?
I think it's ready to go.
I'd like to see it move on the full board. I'd like to see it move on the full board.
Okay, I would agree with you, gentlemen. I'll entertain a motion to do that.
I make a motion.
Okay, second the motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. We're moving on to the full board. Thank you. Code of Ethics, same question. I don't know if you've had enough time to review that, feel comfortable enough to send that off to the full board.
I feel comfortable sending it off to full board.
And is that a motion?
Yeah, make a motion.
Okay.
Okay, I'll second.
Second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. As far as the discussion of the committee charters and revising the bylaws, I think they go hand in hand if you read the material. One of the things we're looking to do is to, again, make government more efficient and make ourselves more efficient. And we're talking and have been talking about getting away from the 9 committees that we have and going down to 3. And I think by doing that, it's going to involve the whole board more, which I think is important because it pulls them into our discussions and it gives them greater knowledge about what we're talking about. And I think it's important, at least in my opinion, that there's more involvement from the entire board. And this allows them to do that. I don't know where you gentlemen stand on that, but I certainly would like to know.
I'd like to see it go to the full board.
Okay. Rob, is that something that we'd look at sending the full board for January? Or is it something today we could send to the full board to just review for next meeting?
Well, I guess there's 3 committee charters out on in the board packet. Each of those 3 are simply the models presented to us by the ABO. Mm-hmm. They haven't been tweaked in any way to reflect the particular needs of the regulating district, nor for that matter even to reflect that they pertain to the regulating district. So I guess my recommendation would be before they do go to the full board that the committee have a frank discussion about each provision. Some of them are simple, pursuant to article blank of section blank of the bylaws.
Yeah.
Well, currently not in the bylaws. Until you pass the bylaws change, you can't put that in. But others, the model finance committee charter indicates that the finance committee shall review proposals for the issuance of debt by the authority. You could simply say debt by the authority. You could say debt by the regulating district, or you could say debt over a certain amount by the regulating district, or debt under a certain amount by the regulating district.
I think you answered my question then. This is something that we're all in favor of. I think I'll work with staff to kind of tweak it a little bit, get some language going, and make sure that you gentlemen get that language, and then you can tweak it some more, and then hopefully by January we would be able to present it to the full board. with the corrected language. And if that's not enough time, well, we'll go into March, I guess.
Keep going.
Does that make sense to staff?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right, then we'll hold that for now, gentlemen, and I'll get that going with staff, and we'll get that out to you.
Okay.
Anything you gentlemen want to bring up at this meeting that we haven't discussed, or is on your mind?
I have nothing right at this moment.
No. Nothing? Mr. Chairman, anything from you, sir?
I agree, we have too many committees now. I mean, since I've been on the board, there are a few that never met.
We have two.
So I think it'd be a great idea to tweak it.
Good. Hopefully we can be able to get that done for January for
Sure.
you. I'm not sure.
That would be
but
good.
We will try.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Well,
Well, hold on.
we've tabled committee chair, or the committee charters,
Yeah,
and the
Bylaw
bylaws.
changes.
right. C and D, we're going to hold off until because they're one and the same,
B and E.
basically.
Okay,
You affect one, you affect the other, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
okay.
So we're going to move A and B right over to the main board today.
And tabling C and D.
And, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions from staff?
No.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
Also move.
Second the motion?
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you very much.